There we go. Stay. Stay, Daddy. You tell him to stay. It's so funny. I was like, forgetting that the fan is on and I'm on Wi-Fi, so hopefully this is going to be a cool broadcast. We will see. We will see how it goes. We will just see. But anyway, I'm using my daddy-o, to hold the paper down for me while I get out the pen that I want to use. I actually want that side of the page. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Oh, please don't tell me the first pen I grab is not going to be working. That would be really kind of funny. So I am going to hopefully have company. We will see who comes on. Hopefully someone will join me. And when they do, hopefully they say hi. No one's watching yet, but it's early. It's early. And if nobody watches, I really don't care. I mean, I care. I will be so excited. I will appreciate anyone who decides to stop in and say hi. Even if they just say hi and then leave. That will be plenty. I am just, I don't know. Today was a day. Today was just one of those days. And, you know, it's pretty kind of funny how some of my best, most satisfying days are the ones that I accomplish something and I accomplish it. Accomplishing anything is good. But there's something really even super surreal and super awesome about accomplishing something in the face of adversity, in the face of hate, in the face of unloving people. That's a whole another ball game. That's a whole different, that's a level up is what I call that. That's what we call leveling up. If you get through something that is, you know, a negative influence, a negative adverse occurrence, whether it's a circumstance, a situation, or a person, or a relationship with a person, whether it's personal, family, loved one, lovers, doesn't really matter what the relationship dynamic is. But if you can stand to that adverse, whatever, that situation and come out of it, just come out of it. And, you know, not even like, I'm not even going to make any distinctions about, you know, coming out of it ahead or coming out a better person or coming out having learned something or coming out of it being blessed. Who the fuck cares about that nonsense? You know, the fact that I came out of it, the fact that I didn't fucking die, that is the win today. That's the fucking win today. And I'm going to cuss and I'm going to just say whatever the fuck I want to say. So, you know, it says that one person's watching now. There were two. There have been now 4 people that have hopped on, and not any of those 4 people believe themselves to be a kind human. So that's okay. Basically, I'm satisfied. Either that or they can't read the ticker, or they didn't read the ticker. But if they read the ticker and you don't reply or respond to the ticker, then I really don't understand you, whoever you are, whoever that is. I don't know who you are. I don't know why you follow me. I like nice people. I am a very nice soul. I don't do anything. I never, ever set out to deliberately hate or hurt anyone. I don't do that. So, having said that, I don't mind, like I said, I am going to finish this piece right here live, whether I have people joining me and watching or not. I really don't care, because my popularity has nothing to do with my success. I was thinking about, like, you know, when I die and my sons have all this artwork of mine, I hope someone says, man, that chick was a fucking bitch, man. She's like, oh my God. Like, you know, like, if, you know, I almost hope that I'm so disliked that no one wants to buy it. But I'm going to have a fire sale long before I die, so that's cool. I won't have to worry about my sons having to offload my art, because it's not going to stay here very long. That's for sure. I'm super excited, and I'm like so in a good mood, which is trippy. Like, if you're listening to me, whoever that person is that's not a kind person who is listening to me and watching me but isn't willing to say hi, whoever that is, I appreciate you, even though your silence is very telling. Anyway, I was thinking today about a lot of different things, and ironically, no matter how much smack talking, shit talking, F words I'm using right now, and how little I have no fucks left to give right now, despite that, I'm actually in a really good fucking mood, believe it or not. Probably because I have finally let go of something that was hurting me. Someone that was hurting me over and over, continuously, purposefully, hatefully. Yeah, I'm over it. And I get to move on. And I get to go on and be a better person. To me. Kinder to me. I don't think there's much room for me to be kinder to other people. I'm as kind as I could possibly manage to be. But yeah, I need to be kinder to me. Definitely could be way much kinder to me. And that starts with not taking any more bullshit from people who hate me, or hate on me, or mistreat me, or don't care about my heart. Those people can fuck way off. I'm one more little project away from pulling out some of the paper art. I got all of my Donna, I can't wait to see her book. Oh, hi, sweetheart. See, it does not shock me that you said hi, because you are definitely a kind human. It's so funny. Every time I feel like I can come up for air, and I'm actually in a really good mood, Donna, I really am. Hopefully the reception I'm blurry to me, so hopefully the camera on the art's not. I don't care if I'm blurry, but this whole being on Wi-Fi thing, it's not the greatest, so we will see how it works. We will see how that works. I don't know why. I thought I was using this other system, but I had to switch. And lots of reasons. So yeah, the book, oh my God. I'm really actually pretty surprised. There's like one, maybe two design flaws. I noticed them. I seriously doubt anyone who buys the book and gets the book is going to notice them. I noticed them. I didn't find any grammar or spelling errors. but then again, I always, when I get my books that I've published, I always sit with them as if I'm a reader, and I curl up and I have this like ritual, and I make myself a cup of hot cocoa, and I get all propped up in my bed with my glasses, and I read it like I have to meditate, and I have to put myself in a focus kind of state of detachment from being the writer, and I haven't done that yet with Magic Man. I know I have the copy. It's a little different with this particular book because of the emotional connection. It's, you know, like all of my poetry books are emotional. They're all emotional. They're all connected to someone or something. But Magic Man, that's a whole different shit. That's a whole different thing. I almost said a bad word. So I haven't done my ritual read through yet, but I did go through it and look at the design, and you know, just to see if the things I had the way. I'm so glad I got the paging correct, because some of the pictures are what they're like a 2-page setup, and I got that right. So that was super cool. I was really exciting to see that I got that formatting correct. And now that I did this one, oh my God, I when it comes to my art stuff, I am my boss, and so like I'm the one that gets to dictate what I'm gonna do next. And today, when I got off work today, I told myself that I had to set up my store on my website, because I'm finishing all of these paintings, and I'm like, I've got 2 drying, 3 dry. I've lost count. And I still have 2 left. I have 2 left that are in process. The oil painting, which is my first oil. As far as I'm concerned, he can stay right there on the fucking wall till cows come home. I don't know. I will finish him. I will. And I shouldn't talk shit about him. But he knows it, you know, it's funny. It's like my relationship with God. Some of the way I talk to my art pieces, in the process of them, especially when I'm doing one unlike anything I've ever done, like this oil. It's kind of like my relationship with God. One, God, I can say whatever I want to God. He's never going to be hating on me. He's never going to leave me. So, that is one of the reasons why my relationship with God is the most important thing in my life. In many ways, it's more important than my relationship with my kids, because if I didn't have the relationship I have with my Creator, I wouldn't be here to be a mom for my kids. I would have checked out a long time ago. Luckily, I haven't wanted to do that in a long time. Or tried. That, hopefully, is a life a brain mindset I'll never return to. So, if you're listening, whoever you are, it says there's 2 people watching. I'm live on almost all of my pages and streams, because this particular piece isn't just about the book I'm working on. It's actually about Mother Nature and humans in general, and how we are often perceived to be something that we're not. And what I mean by that is, I feel like the greatest failing in relationships between people is when someone gets so angry at you for being human. There's not a single thing on this planet I can do today that's going to make me anything better than human. That's it. Nothing I do today is going to make me a god. I don't care how egotistical I could ever get about what I am or who I am. And I can go there. I've got confidence. I do. But I am no fucking god. And anyway, so reminding myself that the best I'm ever going to be on any given day as human is important. And this particular piece is about It's about taking that human frailty and encasing it in Mother Nature. I put a lot of symbolism in some of my art, and I have a, oh God, loving relationship with God, as well as Mother Nature, as well as Mother Earth, as well as Mother Ocean, Father Sun, um, the wind, the shifts of the tides, the changing of the seasons. And I really don't care how anyone could, if anyone thinks that I'm all over the place with my beliefs, but I don't have any desire to be caged into one way of thinking. So I choose to go for all of them. I'm like all or none. Sure, let's do the all, because none doesn't appeal to me, and I definitely don't like being in the middle. Why would I do that? Why on earth would I settle for that? It would be like settling on only one belief or one spiritual path for me would be like settling on vanilla fucking ice cream for the rest of my life. Why would I do that? I don't know about you, but every now and then I'm going to want some pistachio. I just might want Jerry Garcia today. So if I want to believe that I can, go lay under a tree, butt ass naked, and make love under the stars, and then the Mother Earth is going to send her energy up through the earth beneath me and my lover, and we're going to feel divinity. That's the flavor ice cream I want today. So there. Oh my God. So I have no apologies for anyone who gets me confused. I'm sorry. Maybe you should have asked me who I was, or cared enough to get to know who I was. Oh my God. It cracks me up. Anyway, so going back, no matter what I believe, or how I believe, or choose, or what flavor ice cream I'm eating today, I'm never going to be anything better than human. That is it. There's never going to be a world where I'm going to wake up and become some superhero. That's like, yeah, it's not possible. So, what does that mean? Well, for me, it means forgiving myself for other people's perceptions, thinking that I somehow failed them. Why? Because I proved myself to be human. I proved myself to have emotions. Oh, you poor thing! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You thought I was a fucking robot without any emotions or without any feelings. That's so funny. It cracks me up, especially men. If you're a guy and you're watching this, whoever the people are sitting there watching without saying hi, if you're a guy and you're watching this and you think for a second a woman has no emotions or has no capability of emotions, keep fucking coming back, dude. That's all we're just a big old whopping irrational mess of fucking emotions. I still think that most men I meet, most single straight men that I meet, probably should just go be gay, because they really need to stay the fuck away from women. Oh, on a good note, I am, let's see, my godson's back in San Diego. That's super, 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 super exciting. Like, I can't even really convey. Maybe, I bet you that has a lot more to do with why my mood shifted to a really super good mood earlier. And it's super rad. Like, I may leave all of those haiku pages right there in the folder I have, in the manuscript folder I have on my computer, and never fucking touch them again. I I really don't care. I have surrendered to the fact that now that I've got the pages done, whether I actually publish them or not, I really don't give a shit. I have moved on. I updated my website. I am going to finish this piece because I had to get this back out, because today when I was updating my shop, I came across the old listing for the paper, because I still have the paper painting of this, the original. I still have it, and I'm gonna get it out. But it's very different, very different. I mean, the center is probably the same for the most part, but the tree and all the designs and everything around it is very different than the painting. And I still think I might actually create this on a canvas because I love it, which is rare for me. It's super rare for me to, like, in all of my history now of doing art or creating the art, especially in relation to my company, I've only really recreated one piece, which was the one I just did recently. It was a recreation of Surrender. I ended up calling her something else. Called her Olive after a tattooed woman who had been taken captive way back days. Her story is pretty interesting. Olive Oatman. So anyway, the piece Olive, that was like one of the first times I had ever recreated something from a prior piece, because I usually don't like doing that. I don't like doing something more than once. So this, it's, it's kind of trippy to me that not only is this the second of the coming of it. I'm really going to, I'm almost 100% positive I am going to do a canvas piece of this. And I have a feeling like I think I want to wait until I can afford like another big canvas like I did for my piece Pink. But if I do that, then I'm going to have to get like a place to do it, because I don't have room in my bedroom for something that big. When I did Pink, I was living with my godson, and I was able to keep her in the dining room, because we had a formal dining room as well as a eating area in the kitchen. And so she was able to basically take up shop in the dining room, take it over the whole time I was working on her. So if I do another piece that big, I will have to figure out somewhere to set up a station outside of my bedroom. Go over it, ask my roommate. I'm sure just tell him. Knowing Sean, he'd probably build or arrange something. He's like one of the best men that's ever existed on the planet. He just is. He just is. So all I'm really doing right now is putting black pen in here alongside some of the penciling I have. I've got some charcoaling in here. And the jury is still out on whether or not I'm going to put color on this or if I'm going to keep it in black and white. I haven't decided. I have not decided. I go back and forth about it. I do like the idea of a black and white piece as opposed to color, because that would give it a distinct difference between the original. The original is in full color, as a lot of my pieces are. So that would be cool if I left this in black and white and kind of kept going with doing some of the other stuff I would do for this. Like, I can already kind of think, like I'm looking at this and I can already kind of hear my creative art brain going, you should get your charcoals out, not the charcoal pencils, but the soft sticks, my charcoal sticks. That's what I mean. And I just might. also thought maybe I'll just totally shift gears and put both books aside and finish the audio music track album that I was working on that I paused, and just do that. I mean, you know, I have already published one book this year. I mean, why should I really stress on whether I publish another? Oh. I do also, if I really wanted to do something, if I really wanted to do something super simple, super easy, that I could actually just kind of almost mindlessly do, I could publish the first volume of the coloring books. That I have enough of those done, enough of those coloring pages. I have enough of those done and ready for that. I could totally do a volume 1 of a coloring book. That would be really cool. Actually, be pretty kind of cool timing because, well, I was thinking a lot about mental health lately, just my own and others, and it would be cool because it is definitely something that I want to put out there more for other people to have access to something like that. I mean, there's tons of coloring books. Oh my God, you can go to the Dollar Tree and you'll have tons of coloring books. But I'm not, I can humbly, confidently say it's not the same as what mine are. I know I'm not unique, and there's tons of artists out there. Oh my God, and I am so not one of the best ones. I follow a woman I was watching today, like I had her on in the background while I was working, so I could look over at what she was doing, and she just blows me away. She just absolutely blows me away. I shared her on my page, so anyone who follows me knows. But anyway, and she knows because she saw my post. So she's just phenomenal. She's just blows me away. And then I found another girl on Twitch that blows my mind. And when I found her, she had been streaming for 6 hours, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like pretty much done and fried after. I'm finding that I'm usually, when I come on here without even thinking about it, I'm on here for like 2 hours, and I'm like, whoa, how'd that happen? It's not intentional, really. Last night, I really wanted, all I cared about was that I finished that painting. I knew when I came on last night, I knew I was going to be on here until I finished it. Oh my God, and I sprayed it today and sealed it. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. I'm glad that I stopped when I did and told myself this is good enough, because I've been known to paint a painting to that point that I did last night and then change my mind about this or change my mind about that and then change it all, fuck it up, start over. Oh God, I've gone all over the place, especially with the canvas pieces. But that one last night, I'm glad I did it online live, because being live, even though I had I had 1 or 2 people watching for the most part. I always have one person watching the whole time, whoever that person is. I don't know who that is, but I appreciate them. So anyway, I knew that no matter what I did, I wanted to finish it. So I'm glad I did, because being online actually made me keep going, made me not back out of what I was doing and the way I was doing it, and I kept creating what I created, and I just loved how it came out. I really do. I really love how it came out. I just accidentally made her hair part of her boob. Thank God I didn't go too crazy with the line to mess it up. Although, I mean, technically they're not anatomically, well, they kind of are anatomically correct, kind of not. Um, and so it wouldn't be the total end of the world if I messed up somewhere in the lines right now. It wouldn't be the end of the world. Oh, it's so cool. I don't know. This is like probably now going to be what, like the third time I'm saying this, but this piece and so many of the ones in my haiku have all these pregnant women in them, and yeah, it must be something to do with the fact that I'm coming up on being menopausal. Not there yet. Not there yet, but close. Getting there. Getting there. So yeah, this is one it's so surreal now because I remember when I first originally did this painting, it was a total fluke. It was a complete and total fluke. It was one of those few times that I sat down to just sketch without any point of reference. I had no idea in mind. And this is what and this woman coming out of a tree just came from nowhere. And I remember that like it was yesterday. I remember that like it was yesterday. And what's weird to me now is that ever since I started this like a week or so ago or whatever it's been, I can't believe how much I like this piece. I really don't think I ever liked the painting this much. And it's weird. It's just really weird to me. Until I started doing this, until I actually started like doing this piece over the way that I am, I honestly hadn't even thought about it, really. I had done it, I painted it, it's in my portfolio book, and there it has sat for years, right? And here I am now, like, I don't know, it's like out of the blue, I wanted to recreate it because it totally suits one of the poems in my book, which is why I used it. It's why I went and got it. Oh, I just love this. Anyway, that's the whole reason I got it in the first place was because, oh, well, yeah, it'll match the haiku. I didn't get it out because I said, oh, I love that piece, blah, 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 blah. Let me go pull that piece out that I love from all those whatever years ago. No, that was not what I was thinking. And now I'm like, holy shit. Oh, I did not love the painting this much. I just did not. It did not. And I loved it. I just love this. I love everything about it. Okay. So I am basically done doing this inking that I wanted to finish, where I basically just I did not ink all of what was there in pencil, but I inked enough to contour it like I wanted. And we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. So these are my favorites. I might actually go get the sticks. I have to mix me for armor. No, they're in my. I'd have to get off the bed. I'd have to get off the bed to go get my charcoal sticks. Someone come over and go get me my charcoal sticks for me. Haha, just kidding. I still think it's funny. Like, I don't know who's watching, but like whoever you are, I hope that stuff I say amuses you. Because yet again today, of course, I get the routine, inevitable messages, private messaging about how hot I look in some picture or how good I look in some video, and I'm like, I cannot roll my eyes enough at those messages. I really can't. I was telling someone today that sometimes I will post something like that on purpose just to see. And sure as shit, out of the woodwork comes some fucking guy that's been my friend on Facebook for a long time, who Lord knows how long, and never said a fucking word to me, has never said anything, hasn't followed a single thing, not one single poem, not one single painting, not one single nothing. And then, out of the woodwork they come when I post something, sexy, or, just, it cracks me up. And I make note. I flat out, I got no apologies. I will totally own it. I will absolutely put that man in a category of never dating. Ever. Like, ever. I don't care how good he looks. I don't care where he lives. I don't care how he smells. I don't care how tall he is. I don't care how much money he makes. But that is literally the only time. And this is one of the reasons why I shared this to my Diva page, in case any of my Diva followers come across this, because I mean it. I'm not even kidding. I mean it. If that is literally the only time a guy is ever going to pay attention to me, is over some fucking picture, yeah, no. He can fuck off. Totally. Yeah, that's just like, and what cracks me up is how they, I don't know, like, I mean, are there girls that fall for that? That's what baffles me. That's what really baffles me. It's like, who are those girls? I mean, do these guys really think that we're like, super excited by that? Like, oh, you noticed my picture? Wow. It's like, bro, no. If you want to make yourself unique, notice something other than my pictures. That would be fucking unique. So I wanted to kind of get, because I'm still, like I said, the jury's kind of out on whether or not I want to keep this in black and white as opposed to color or paint. And so I'm kind of doing a few little areas here and there just to get an idea of what it would look like. Because even if I do like what I'm doing, it won't prevent me from coming in here and coloring. Oh, I like that. I like that. Oh, man, sometimes when I work with charcoals, it does this thing to my soul that I don't know. It reminds me of like the first time I was ever kissed. Like how exciting, how different, how unique, how all those first kiss, brand new, like first kiss ever in your whole life thing. Charcoal. Oh my God. It's like, it's kind of like my, when I think about my first crush being on Spock, Leonard Nimoy, or the first boy. Actually, there's a poem in my book about the first boy I ever kissed. It's actually in there. And I haven't done an illustration for it yet, but I do know that I have something in mind for it. It should be pretty good. That was the other thing I wanted to, like, since I kind of was not really feeling, I feel like I worked on poetry and I'm done. Like, that's what I feel like. So that's why I'm getting all this attention to my art. I'm like, I gotta go eat from, it's almost like I gotta switch foods for a while. Like I was talking about the ice cream thing. I've had enough. I've had enough of the fucking pistachio. Now I want butter pecan. I mean, like that's where I'm at. So now I'm on to my art and I'm doing my art because I'm not even thinking about poetry right now. But as I'm doing this piece, and this piece actually coincides with one of the poems, my brain's thinking about, ooh, I kind of know what I want to do for the poem about the boy my first kiss. It was a boy who was brutally teased and mistreated by other boys and other kids, and he was one of the most beautiful kids I ever laid my eyes on when I was little. And the only reason he was teased was because he had they called him butt lip because he was someone who had been born with a cleft lip, and they had used tissue from his buttock to repair the lip. And of course, cruelty of children, he got that nickname. And the irony said he was very, 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 very handsome. He's a really good-looking young boy. If you had asked me back then when we were kids and he kissed me for the first time, what handsome meant, I would not have known what you were even talking about. We were too young. I can articulate it now. I can articulate that now. I know the difference now. So yeah. So I have a poem in this book about him, and now I have an idea. As I was doing this piece and talking, I have an idea in mind for the art. So I think that's where I'm going to be. Taking a break and getting done with that, and then doing a bunch of art is going to probably get me right back into the motivation that I need to finish that book. And I might finish it before I do the haiku thing. I don't know. I haven't decided. Ooh. Yeah. We might just be doing this whole thing like this. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. That's cool. Good on timing. I have basically I have like a structured evening for myself usually that I try to adhere to. I'm not always great at it. But I usually try to do what I call lights out by like 11. Doesn't mean I'm going to sleep, but I'm definitely, that's when I want to like, okay, we're going to switch from creative mode to watch a movie mode. And I've even gotten to the point where I've had to make myself popcorn, and like treat it as if I'm like about to have like a net kind of thing with a partner, because it's the only thing that sometimes will make my brain shut the fuck down on the creative art girl and switch into like, chill. Like just chill, man. Like chill the fuck out, Dory. And I have to do that. I have to do that sometimes. So making myself a big bowl of popcorn is a good start. I still kind of don't watch the movies. Like they'll be on and they'll be in the background, but I'm not great. I'm not great at paying attention to movies. I mean, they have to be a specific kind or a specific movie for me to really pay attention. Bored so easily. I think I might get my DVDs out because I want to watch Braveheart. And it's not free on any of my I freaking pay for like 6 streaming services and it's not free on any of them. And I'm like, what the ever. But I own the movie, so I was just being lazy. Oh my god, I was being just fucking lazy because here I am. I own the movie, right? And I'm looking on streaming services and I'm yelling at my streaming services because it's not free. And I'm sitting here and I own the fucking movie. It's like, okay, Dory. Yeah. I am a brat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big brat. Totally. So, I found an area I don't like. I'm not digging that. But that's okay. Because hold that down, Daddy. Hold that down. Wee. What our friend in life, our friend in the charcoal life of world of it all, you know, it is the eraser. The eraser. So, so when you're working with charcoal, whoever, if you ever are, anyone, the eraser very much is, it can be a blend tool. It can also be something where, like, I just basically I made this less dark and, what do you call it? More evenly shaded. And then I actually used it to darken this other area. So I have, thought I had more, but I do not. I have three of my charcoal pencils are the kind that I mean, they're all good. They're all good. Don't get me wrong. There's really not a bad one in there. But some are just very different. So like this one is it's a harder charcoal. And yeah, I know how to use charcoals and I know how I can look at the difference between the pencils and know what I want difference wise. But to articulate that to you right now, why I pulled this one in particular, well, one, it's brown. That's part of it. And the other is that it's more of like a color pencil as opposed to charcoal, but it is charcoal. Brown charcoal to be exact. And it's kind of like I have some watercolor pencils that are just like this, where they're pencils, but they're actually watercolor paint, basically. And those are cool because when I want to do something on canvas, I usually will sketch or try to sketch using those before I paint, because once you start painting, you can't tell there was penciling there. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes I use black because I don't care if it's black, because I know it's going to be so dark it's not going to matter. It's very rare that I have to do something in pastel because I don't like the pastel world. I'm not very big on pastels. Yeah, I wanted to kind of get this brown out because I have a feeling that I might finish up this tree here, like here, this way, and then decide about the rest later. Because even if I do get to a point where I want to get my charcoal sticks out, the ones I have with color, it won't matter that I have done this side this way, because there's still plenty to do. There's so much work to do on this piece. It's not even close to where it would be for me to be done when I say done. This is definitely one of those pieces that were very reminiscent of the pieces my early work, and most of which are sold, and I don't even have them anymore. I have definitely got a huge reminder this week and today that my next step course of action, now that the world is hopefully opening more and more up and we're actually going to be able to go out into public again, is get out there and actually, instead of investing in a bunch of other things that I was going to do or spend money on, I need to get the stuff I want to have a booth at some of the art fairs that are up here. One in particular that I was told about. Because I got reminded yet again, was it today or yesterday? I can't remember, how I can tell someone that I do this. I can tell someone all I want. But until they actually see it, I don't know. So that's like one of the coolest things about doing that haiku series and for whatever reason getting inspired to come on here live is I don't have a huge following of people that watch me yet. And that's okay, because I do go back and I do look at some of the streaming statistics and stuff, and I do have viewing going on after the fact. And what's cool is I educated myself as to what that even meant, like what it meant for a video to say it had a view. And it's you know just because someone clicked on it doesn't mean that you're going to get a view credit or whatever it's called. They have to view for a certain length or extent of time. And so that's nice because it tells me when I see that view number, even if it's after the fact and I'm not even actually live, I see that view number. I'm like, okay, that means that not only did they watch, but they watched long enough to clearly see more than just the this or that or that, whatever it was. And that's nice. That's super nice. That's just as comforting as my one viewer right now that I have that doesn't say hi. I appreciate whoever that is. I really do. And that's what's cool about, like, whoever it is that goes back and watches them later, whoever those people are. Yeah, so I use this brown here, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it because it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's too waxy or too shiny. I don't like it. Oh, this is not brown. This is a purple color. That would definitely give me an idea of what it would look like if I used my pencil colors. So the original painting, oh, I like how I can look at the screen. Hi, Joshua. You did say, I'll look at you. You're so cute. Joshua, of course, I don't even have to question whether or not you're a kind human. That I know for a fact. 100%, no doubt. I appreciate you so much. I don't even think you know how much I appreciate you, actually. You rock. Oh, this, if you're still there, this piece is mostly pencil, some ink, and I'm just adding some charcoal pencil markings and stuff to it because I still haven't made a decision as to whether or not I'm going to leave this in a black and white thing or if I'm going to add color to it. It's a recreation of a painting, actually, of mine that is full color. Maybe I'll go online and take a poll because I want to I think I'm going to get the painting out so that people can see it. I kind of didn't want to have it out in front of me because I didn't want it to be the same. Pretty cool beans. Thank you. Um, like I use the basic outline of the woman. Actually, it's a couple coming out of a tree. They're part tree, part human, and I kind of didn't want the painting in front of me as a reference. I did just the basics, and the rest of everything around them is all kind of new. Like this tree is similar to what's in the painting, but it's definitely far more involved than the tree in the painting. The tree in the painting is very simple compared to this tree. This one's a whole different. Okay, this is a nice pencil. Hey, if I use every single one of my charcoals, you guys, I may get. I have to remember what this one was. This one doesn't have a number on it. Damn it. Or darn it. Excuse me. I like it. It's like almost like a steel gray. It's not quite. It's definitely not black. I like it. It's not like a number 2 pencil, because number 2 pencils are very closer to akin to a black. Although they're none of them really black, but this is cool. I like that. It almost kind of makes me think. It almost makes me think it's a silver charcoal. It was in my charcoal box, so I'm just saying. The Lord knows what I bought. I buy things that I see and don't always really pay much attention to what they are. Oh my god, I love this color. I am digging this color. I'm gonna see, I'm like, ooh. I'm gonna have to take a breather though, because knowing me, I'm like having this like overwhelming sense of excitement right now by this silver color thing that's going on. I can just see me not using anything else, and then I'll miss out on, Lord knows, what else do I have in that pile that I'm not even realizing I've got over there? What do I got? What? Crack myself up. Joshua, if you're still there, what time is it where you are? No worries, take a breather. Colors are cool. Thinking of trying to buy colors this month for pencils. Yeah, I have a lot. I'll tell you, depending on what you're going to do with the final product, if you're just doing it for the book or something to take a picture or scan. I think I just froze. Anyway, don't stress on them being like super fancy. There's only a few things I will spend a lot of money on, and colored pencils is not one of them. 1 in the morning, wow. So like I have, these are just charcoal pencils for charcoals, but my sticks that are over in my box, that if I do add any color to this, I thought about doing the stick charcoal, because those are very powdery, and depending on how I apply them to the paper, it can go all over the place with effect. So anyway, when you do go get your pencils, I really don't care if they're expensive, is my point when it comes to colored pencils. They don't have to be. The only time they bug me, though, I will say this, is when you go to sharpen them. If you get the kind you have to sharpen, the cheaper they are, the more likely they are to break and jam up your sharpener. So honestly, what's more important than probably what kind of pencil you get is how good is your sharpener. Timing is everything. Was wondering when you would work on this one again. Hi, Pops. Yeah, I have worked on her a little bit here and there, and I bring her and pull her out. And I talked about this a little bit earlier. I get her out and work on this one when I need confidence. When I need to feel confident as an artist, this is the piece I keep coming back to. This is something I've done for a very long time. The way I'm doing this piece, using the charcoals and where did I put? I might have to sharpen this one. Oh, anyway, yeah. Oh no, here it is. So yeah, that is cool timing, Pops, that you caught me when I was doing this one. Because I was just telling Joshua about how I haven't made a decision if I'm going to add any color to this. There's a little bit of gray, and I've got some brown. So clearly there's color, but whether I put anything different, I don't know. I haven't decided. Have not decided yet. Played hooky from work to catch up on writing. Aww. Yeah, you guys rocked. And I mean, you rock all of your interviews, Josh. You rock. But, like, it was very entertaining. You guys were super entertaining tonight. That was pretty cool. You got, I don't even know what that's called, that rating thing when you had all those viewers raid you on Twitch. My brother and his friends did that to me one night, Joshua. It was hysterical. I was literally sitting here like this with the one, like I think I had one person or maybe two. And my brother is a gamer on Twitch, right? Like he's an affiliate. And he and his friends, they go on there to do like whatever they were going to do, whatever video game they were going to do, and they see me, and so they decide to raid me before they go do their broadcast. And I just cracked up because I look up and it was like all these people in my messages, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Oh my God, I'm such a dork because I don't know any of this stuff. I'm like, what the hell just happened? And they're like, we're raiding you. I'm like, oh my God. Although technically, I don't think whatever that guy did today was a raid, but what my brother and his friends had to do was not really technically a raid because apparently my page wasn't set up for that. Whatever they say about me is probably true. Yeah. Well, if they say Joshua is a sweetheart and super intelligent and very mindful, sensitive, appreciative of people, I think that kind of sort of starts getting people close to who Joshua is. Oh yeah. So I definitely am getting the sense that no matter what I choose to do for the couple and the other side, because I definitely think I'm going to end up with this side with the tree staying in dark colors. Nita is actually a little afraid. It's probably always a good thing. You say it sometimes in your broadcast. I think personally that we should have people a little bit afraid of us, because otherwise they will think that they can walk all over us. I'm a sweetheart until I'm not, and I'll be the first to admit that I'm not the one. I'm not the person you want mad at you, because. Although I'm trying to just be quiet. I'm trying to just be quiet and not say anything when I'm upset at people. I fail miserably at that all the time. I fail. Often, very much fail. One of the things that's cool about doing a piece like this, when you get to doing some of your pencils, or have them mad at you. Yep, no kidding. If you mix mediums, like I started with pencil, like regular number 2 pencil, right? So what's cool about it is that it, depending on how you adhere it to or how you press or how it goes on the paper, it won't take other elements. Like this won't grab to the page. It won't. Where there's pencil. So what's cool about that is that some of the shading is done for me, and I don't even have to deal with it because I can literally go right over it and it's not going to matter because the paper will not grab any of the charcoal. Like this charcoal right here, I can go over this area and it's only going to grab on the page where there's actually exposed paper. And I love that because it means that I can work in a bigger area or work in an area and kind of go crazy with just being all over the place. And I don't have to stress on whether or not I'm going to ruin anything that's there or write over something that's now that would not necessarily be the case if I were to use a marker or paint. That's a whole different story. I'm mostly referring to the charcoal or for colored pencils. The same would be true if I were to come in here with some colored pencils. Now, do I want that? It's starting to get shiny. Where's that brown I had? No sane man wants to be mad at a woman, right? Or, you know, no sane man wants a woman mad at him, to be honest with you. I actually said this earlier, that, like, it's really easy to keep a woman happy. And if a man hasn't figured out how to keep a woman happy yet, he just needs to grow up, to be truthful. It's really actually super easy. There's only 3 things you have to keep. There's only, I don't know who's still there. I don't know if you're still there, Joshua. There's only 3 things you have to do to keep a woman happy. One is food, the other is attention, and the third one, I'm fairly certain you know what it would be. You take care of food, attention, and that third thing, she almost never will be upset at you. Oh, and of course, stay faithful. That was one of those things I think it goes without saying, but you'd be amazed at how many men need to be reminded of that one. Actually, I'm not amazed. I'm not shocked at all by any of that behavior. Not anymore. I'm no spring chicken. So this is cool. I'm going over like these huge areas with the brown, and it's grabbing in areas where some of the black wouldn't, and that's super rad. Ooh. Oh, I love that. That one goes both ways. Yep. So true. I feel like when I actually do, I don't know. I think I give the guy too much attention. And then I become like this clingy Klingon. I don't know how to be aloof and detached once I'm actually attached. And then I don't want to play games. I don't want to do that playing games bullshit. You know, no one should have to ever question where you stand with them. You know, and I don't know. I think it's a good thing that I like to let people know where I stand. I don't know. Apparently, it's not always welcomed. That's for sure. Apparently. I get myself in trouble all the time. I'm so excited to hear that you stayed up to work on that book because I was already excited when I first started reading the first one, but now that I have finished it, I'm super, super excited to know that there's going to be a sequel and there's more coming and I'll get to read more. There's a boundaries thing. Yep. So true. That's my, like, it took me ages to learn, be willing to set boundaries because I had to find self-worth before I was willing to even do that. And then when I did, it was still hard. I'd know what they are or I'd know what was safe for me, but I wouldn't always know how to articulate it. And now I'm at the point where I know what they are. I know what to say, but my delivery is not the nicest sometimes. I'm hoping to have the pre-order up by August 1st. I'm so excited. Oh, that's truly exciting. I had it took way longer than expected, but I finally got my author copy of my Magic Man book, and it came out way better than I expected. No one else in the world would probably notice it, but there were 2 things I designed that I could have done better. And I could redo the manuscript and fix it if I really wanted to bother with it. But it's such a minor detail. I would if it were one of my other books. Not to say that his book is not worth the time, but I'm over it. I want to move on from that. Okay, so I am well over the hour I said I would be on here, and I think I am as done in this corner with this tree as I want to be right now. I can kind of sense just from my hands that I'm petering out. So I am going to make these white areas purple. Because the mind sees what it sees, and for whatever reason, these little areas that I left white for some reason, weird reason, I don't know, are now going to be purple. I don't know. My brain can't explain to you why it saw that, but that's what it saw. So there. Haha. Nice to see you. Figured I'd return the favor. Oh, thank you. I am so happy you stopped by. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm going to try to say that more than thank you, because I do like the way it sounds. It's more of an action statement than just saying thank you. Ooh. This is almost like when I see something and it grabs me like that, I always feel like I just won the lottery or something. It's kind of like when I was doing this one of the haikus last week and a woman showed up on my piece of paper. I don't know where the hell she came from, but all of a sudden she was in the sketch and I'm like, hey, that's rad. It's like I won the lottery. Okay. Oh, I forgot all about this down here. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Okay. Appreciate you. Have a great night, Joshua. I am going to... Ooh, I like that. Okay. We will take another break from her. This is one of those ones where, like, Um, yeah, I said this earlier. Like a piece I do like this, similar to something like this, as opposed to other things I do. Um, they take a while because I will force myself to take breaks between different portions of them, which is always a good thing for me. I learned a long time ago that I'll get super lazy and careless if I try to force it. So I try not to do that anymore. So thank you to whoever is still there and whoever stopped in and came by, or who, if you watch this later. Oh, she was upside down. This is one that I will be continuing to work on over the course of however long I do this. And yeah, so that's all. I'm going to sign off, switch into Dory bedtime mode.